Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our e-learning mathematics class. Myself, Sheetal Dholi from Gokhale Education Society's HL High School English Medium, Oza Township. I am here for Standard 9 Mathematics Part 2. In previous video, already I started the chapter quadrilateral. In that I explained parallelograms, theorems of parallelogram and practice set 5.1. I hope everyone is completed that. Today I am going to explain test for parallelograms and along that practice set 5.2. Before going to start this test for parallelogram, first of all let's recall test for parallel lines. First one, if a transversal intersect two lines and a pair of corresponding angles is congruent, then those lines are parallel. Second one, if a transversal intersect two lines and pair of alternate angles is congruent, then those two lines are parallel. And third one, if a transversal intersect two lines and a pair of interior angles is supplementary, then those two lines are parallel to each other. Now let's discuss on test for parallelogram. If pairs of opposite sides of quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Again I am going to repeat, if pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. See the given, look at the diagram. Here PQRS is a quadrilateral. In that it is given PS congruent to QR. Here identical marks are given. Then PQ congruent to SR. Now what we have to prove that quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. We have to show that it is a parallelogram. Now here for prove this statement we have to do one construction. Here we have to draw the diagonal PR. Now see the proof. In triangle SPR and triangle QRP, PS congruent to QR, it is given. SR congruent to QP, it is also given. Then PR congruent to PR, that is a common side. So triangle SPR congruent to triangle QRP according to side test. If these triangles are congruent, their remaining parts are also congruent. So angle SPR, this angle congruent to angle QRP. These are the alternate angles we can say, or it is a corresponding angle of congruent triangle. Similarly, we can prove that PRS congruent to QPR. This one. Again, corresponding angle for congruent triangle. So here angle SPR and angle QRP are alternate angles formed by the transversal PR of segment PS and QR. If these angles are congruent, that means side PS parallel to side QR, because this is nothing but the alternate angle test for parallel lines. Similarly, angle PRS and angle RPQ are also the alternate angles. Those are formed by transversal PR of segment PQ and SR. So here we can mention that PQ parallel to SR. This is again for the due to alternate angle test. And if pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other, then we can say that given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So from 1 and 2, quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. See the next theorem. If both the pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. If both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. Now here opposite angles. Look at the diagram. Quadrilateral EFGH is given. In quadrilateral EFGH, angle E congruent to angle G. It is a opposite angle. Similarly, angle H congruent to angle AF. This is another pair of opposite angle. Now what we have to prove that? Here it is mentioned pairs of opposite angles of quadrilateral are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. That means quadrilateral EFGH is a parallelogram. That we have to prove. Now see the proof. Here let angle E equals to angle G equals to X and angle H equals to angle F equals to Y. Sum of all angles of quadrilateral is how much? 360. Correct. Therefore, angle E plus angle G plus angle H plus angle F equals to 360. Sum of four angles of quadrilateral. Now here E and G, for that we use the letter X, H and F, for that we use Y. So here X plus Y equals to 360. Now here X plus X, that means 2X plus 2Y equals to 360. Now when we take 2 as a common, then we get x2 in bracket x plus y equals to 360. That means x plus y equals to 360 divided by 2. So we get x plus y equals to 180 degree. Therefore, angle G plus angle H equals to how much? 180 degree. Now here x is nothing but angle G and y letter is used for angle H. So angle G plus angle H equals to 180 degree. Here angle G and angle H, these are nothing but the interior angles. Those are formed by the transversal GH of segment HE and GF. Okay. Therefore, side HE parallel to side GF. This is for interior angle test for parallel lines. Similarly, we can prove that angle G plus angle F is also 180 degree. Therefore, side HG parallel to side EF. Interior angles test for parallel lines. And if the pair of opposite sides are parallel, then we can say that quadrilateral EFGH is a parallelogram. Okay, understood everyone? Next theorem, if the diagonals of quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then it is a parallelogram. Now here look at the diagram. Here it is given quadrilateral ABCD. In that AC and BD, these are the diagonals. These diagonals intersect each other at point E. So here given diagonals of quadrilateral ABCD bisect each other in point E. Therefore, segment AE congruent to segment CE, segment BE congruent to segment DE. Now here what we have to prove that? We have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Now see the proof. In triangle AEB and triangle CED. AEB and triangle CED. AE congruent to CE, it is given. Then angle AEB congruent to CED. These angles are vertically opposite angles. Then segment BE congruent to segment DE, that is also given. So triangle AEB congruent to triangle CED according to side angle side test. See a side angle. Triangle AEB congruent to triangle CED according to side angle side test. Then angle BAE congruent to angle DCE. See here, BAE congruent to DCE, corresponding angle of congruent triangle. Now instead of that we can write there BAC congruent to angle DCA, that is by using betweenness. But these are the alternate angles. So segment AB parallel to segment DC, AB parallel to segment DC, that is alternate angle test for parallel lines. Similarly, we can prove that segment AD parallel to segment BC. Now if you look at the diagram, segment AB parallel to segment DC, segment AD parallel to segment BC. Therefore, with the definition, we can say that ABCD is a parallelogram. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, got it everyone? Now we will discuss one more theorem which is useful as a test for parallelogram. See the theorem. A quadrilateral is a parallelogram if a pair of opposite sides is parallel and congruent. The pair of opposite side is parallel as well as congruent. See here quadrilateral ABCD is given in that segment CB parallel to segment DA as well as CB congruent to DA. CB congruent to DA. And what we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Now to prove that we have to do one construction. We have to draw the diagonal BD. Now see here segment CB parallel to DA it is given and BD as a transversal. Then angle CBD congruent to angle ADB. But these are the alternate angle. Okay. Now in triangle CBD and triangle ADB. In triangle CBD and triangle ADB. CB congruent to AD, it is already given. Then angle CBD congruent to angle ADB, that also we prove. And BD congruent to BD, it is a common segment. So triangle CBD congruent to triangle ADB according to side angle side test. Therefore, angle CDB congruent to angle ABD. This one angle CDB congruent to ABD. Corresponding angles of congruent triangle. But these are nothing but the alternate angle. So we can say that segment CD parallel to segment AB by using the alternate angle test for congruence. Therefore, in quadrilateral ABCD, segment CB parallel to segment DA, it is given. Segment CD parallel to segment AB, that is from 2. So we can say that as per the definition, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. Now I am going to explain practice set 5.2. See the first example in the figure. Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. P and Q are the midpoints of side AB and CD respectively. Then prove that quadrilateral APCQ is a parallelogram. Look at the diagram. Here it is given ABCD is a parallelogram in that P and Q are the midpoints of AB and CD respectively. We have to prove that APCQ is a parallelogram. Now see the proof. Here it is given ABCD is a parallelogram. That means segment AB parallel to segment CD. Now instead of AB we can write there segment AP parallel to segment CQ. That is by using the betweenness APB and CQD. Then AB equals to CD. These are nothing but the opposite sides of parallelogram. When we are going to multiply half on both sides, we get half AB equals to half CD. That means, but here half AB means what? AP. Okay. Half of AB means AP because P is the midpoint of AB. Similarly, half of CD is nothing but the CQ because Q is also midpoint of DC. So here we can mention here AP equals to CQ from 1 to 3. Now consider the quadrilateral APCQ. In that AP parallel to CQ, also AP congruent to CQ. That means in a quadrilateral, if pair of opposite sides are parallel and congruent to each other, then it is called as a parallelogram. So as per the definition, APCQ is a parallelogram. Okay. Now we'll take the next example. Using opposite angle test for parallelogram, prove that every rectangle is a parallelogram. Now here ABCD is a rectangle given. Quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. To prove, what we have to prove here? Quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Is a parallelogram. See the proof. Here it is mentioned that quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Rectangle means all angles are equals to 90 degree. Therefore, angle A equals to angle B equals to angle C equals to angle D equals to 90 degree. Therefore, angle A equals to angle C equals to 90 degree. Angle B equals to angle D equals to 90 degree. That is, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if its opposite angles are congruent. If its opposite angles are congruent. Therefore, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. Prove that quadrilateral formed by the intersection of an angle bisector of all angles of a parallelogram is a rectangle. Prove that quadrilateral formed by the intersection of angle bisectors. Now here these angle bisectors are given. Of all angles of a parallelogram is a rectangle. Now here if you observe the diagram, in diagram I mention here small a, small dd, bb and cc. That means here we can say that, say here ray AR is an angle bisector of angle A. Ray DP is an angle bisector of angle D. CP is an angle bisector of angle C. And BR is an angle bisector of angle B. Now here ABCD is a parallelogram. In that angle A plus angle D equals to 180 degree because these are the adjacent angles. Now if we consider the triangle ASD only, triangle ASD, in that sum of the three angles equals to 180 degree. So angle ASAD plus angle ASD plus angle SDA equals to 180. But for SAD we consider A, so we can mention here A plus angle ASD as it is plus SDA is nothing but angle D, so equals to 180. So angle ASD equals to 180 minus A plus D. For that we give the number 2. Now angle A plus angle D equals to 180 degree because these are the adjacent angle of parallelogram. But angle A is nothing but the formation of two angles because AR is the bisector. So here we can mention here angle SAD plus angle SAB plus angle SDA plus angle SDC equals to 180 degree. Now angle SAD and angle SAB is nothing but A and A. So we can write here A plus D plus D equals to 180 degree. That means 2 times A plus 2 times D equals to 180. So we can take the 2 as a common. So we get 2 in bracket A plus D equals to 180. That means A plus D is nothing but 180 divided by 2 equals to 90 degree. Now this value A plus D we have to substitute in equation 2. So we get angle ASD equals to 180 minus 90. So angle ASD equals to 90. See here, look at the diagram. ASD, this angle we got as a 90. If ASD is a 90, that means angle PSR is also 90 because these are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, we can prove that angle SPQ also 90, then PQR is 90 and QRS is also 90. So here if we consider the quadrilateral PSRQ, in that all angles are equals to 90 degree. So here in quadrilateral PQRS, angle SPQ equals to angle SRQ equals to angle PSR equals to angle PQR equals to 90 degree. If all angles are equals to 90 degree, then we can say that PQRS is a rectangle. Okay, understood everyone?